First, I want to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the sons of Yaki and pushing this truth all over the world. Shalom, keep pushing. But this article that I'm getting ready to bring out here about these two Jakes, who look like Israelites, and damn well could be, but just from the looks of it, they look like Jake, like they come from the nation of Israel. You so-called Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. But we're gonna get into it. It says U.S. Navy sailor 26 shot and killed fellow seaman he caught having sex with his wife after he walked in on them at the couple's Virginia beach home. Asked cops, "What am I doing wrong?" As he was led away. This man, he was in his right mind, the husband, but he didn't do it correctly. He forgot his wife. He was quick to kill, the male in this predicament, but he let the harlot get away, the whore. The cause of it all. But we're gonna get into it. It says a sailor in the U.S. Navy is alleged to have shot dead his wife's lover as he caught the two of them having sex in the couple's marital bed at their home in Virginia. Tyler Lamar Jenkins, 26, was charged with second-degree murder in Friday's fatal shooting of Timothy Paul Talley III, 28, in Virginia Beach. His wife, who has not been named, was left unharmed. See, that's where he went wrong. This woman's clearly a whore. He forgot to give her due justice. But in this weak kingdom that Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, created, he has it where these men are weak and soft for these women, and so they get to do any and everything under the sun to you, but you won't do nothing back to them. And it says police. She told police that she feared for her life when Jenkins came into the bedroom where she was engaged in a sexual act with her lover, who was an aviation machinist mate in the Navy. It led to her husband firing at Talley almost immediately, court documents as seen by the Virginian pilot state. And here's the Jake who pulled the trigger. And here's the other Jake, this scumbag, this dirtbag up in there having sex with this man's wife. That's why Jake, when we get to the kingdom, that's why the Most High going to put these laws, statutes, and commandments in us, man. Because you dirtbags, you N-words, you Israelites, man. You so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, you were still trying to do this in the kingdom of heaven. You still will have your own beautiful woman, because all the Israelite women going to be beautiful in the kingdom. You still would try to get another man's woman in the kingdom of heaven. So that's why, the Most High, he's going to put these laws, statutes, and commandments in us so we don't ever do this again, which brings forth sin, which brings in death. It's a domino effect. But hey, this man, he's in his right mind now, the one who got killed. He knows not to sleep with another man's woman. When he come back, on the earth, he's going to come back in the kingdom of heaven in his right mind, and he won't even have a thought of adultery. Period. Talley, who was originally from California, was hit 3 times in the domestic-related shooting death just before 10 p.m. and was pronounced dead at the scene. Jenkins was taken into custody at his home in the 4800 block of Crystalline Palace Place in Virginia Beach. When police showed up, having been summoned by his wife, "What am I doing wrong?" Jenkins is said to have asked as the police led him away, explaining that someone had been having sex with his wife in his house. Jenkins admitted to the shooting, with police finding the gun that he had used at his home. Yeah, you didn't do nothing wrong, but the thing is, Jake, you didn't finish the job. You halfway done it. You went in there half cocked. Just like Jake, man. Jake can't can't get right, always gonna do something wrong. You didn't fulfill the law, Jake. You went off of Esau's BS, thinking, his way of living. Investigators have not revealed any official motive for shooting, nor is clear whether the two men knew one another. It is unclear if Jenkins' wife is also in the Navy. Jenkins had been serving in the Navy since 2014. He was arraigned on Monday and has been held without bond and is set to appear in court next on May 12th. Here's the dirtbag, the scumbag that was sleeping with this man's wife. All these women out here in the world, and you out here trying to stick your penis in another man's woman who's clearly having sex with this man, and this man's ejaculated in his wife plenty of times, and done all kind of sexual acts. So these are 2/3 of Israel, so they doing anything and everything under the sun in their bedroom, not according to the law, statutes, and commandments of the Bible. But hey, and Jake, he looks at you with your woman, you holding if you're holding your woman's hand or you out having a good time with your woman, you got a Israelite, a so-called Negro, Latino, Native Americans lusting after your woman. They thinking, they plotting on how they can how they can skim off the top, how they can get close to you, what time you leaving. They sitting there drooling over your woman right in front of you. So we're going to get some precepts on this, man. Because Jake is, the ultimate dirtbag. Who they really get this from is the so-called white man, Esau Edom. He let this go on and on. He let the people get away with this. Whether it's Jake, you Israelites, or the heathen. We're going to get some precepts, man. We're going to go to the book of Leviticus, which is the law, part of the law. So we're going to go to Leviticus, and we're going to get 20 and 10. And it says, and a man that committed adultery with another man's wife, which that dude, Tally the third, did sleep with this other guy, this other fellow Navy. And that goes to show you, these people supposed to be in the Navy and stuff, these Jakes and things, they got no kind of, a code. Here they are, both of these in the Navy, in the service together, and he still popped this other man's wife. But all this going to go away in the kingdom real soon. Let's get back into the precept. Leviticus 20 and 10. And the man that committeth adultery with another man's wife, even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death. See, Jake, he didn't finish the job. You supposed to put that whore wife of yours down too. Yeah, he hit the other Jake with 3 shots. Because he was in there doing whatever to his woman. But you let this whore get away to commit her adultery. She's you locked up. You killed this one Jake, and now Esau is gonna lock you up. But even though we know we're in Esau's captivity, his kingdom right now, we know the law is not, not expedient right now to perform this. I'm not telling any brother that's in the truth to catch your wife and, put her to death, or the adulterer or the adulteress. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is, in the law, if we was in our kingdom, well, actually, before the kingdom, if we was actually following the law, statutes, and commandments, if we was actually following the law, statutes, and commandments to this day, we would, it wouldn't be no problem in Israel with this. But under the so-called white man's law, we cannot, fulfill the law. And plus, it's impossible to fulfill the law under this captivity, So in the kingdom of heaven, we will be able to fulfill the law, man. Because these heathens, they're going to be, committing adultery. trying to anyway. And the ones that do, we're going to put them both to death, the man and the woman. And nobody's going to be able to come and arrest us. The so-called white man is not going to come and arrest the Israelite man in that day. The ruling, the governing body of the kingdom, we're going to execute judgment expediently. So, according to the law, you're supposed to put both of them down, send both of them to the spirit world. But here in this captivity under Esau, Edom, you can't do it. If you do it, you're going to have to, you're going to get it punished under the full extent of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man's law. Just to put that out there. But back in Israel, when we was actually into, our law, statutes, commandments, and knew who we were, this was our law. And, and in Israel, it was all good to do this. But Esau, Edom, as usual, screws the law up. He writes his own law. So, hey, this what you niggas wanted. And he giving you exactly what you wanted. He gonna let he makes it okay for another man to come and pop your woman. And all you gotta do is take it on the chin, and go back and, try to caress her, make her feel good, ask what happened, what was I doing wrong? The hell with that. Them days over with. And it's about to end real soon. We're gonna go to Proverbs. We're gonna go to Proverbs 6:34. For jealousy is the rage of a man, therefore he will not spare in the day of vengeance. And he did not spare that other Jake in the day of vengeance. He is jealous. He walked in, another man with his woman, his property, and he did what he thought was right. Even though he didn't do the job, if he was going to go out, he should have finished the job, but he didn't. So now you got this woman, she's going to get with another Jake because you going to prison. That other one dead. She's going to get with somebody else, and she's going to do the same thing. Yeah, she's going to be shook up for a little bit, but later on, once a whore, always a whore. She's just going to be a whole lot smarter this time. She's not going to do it at her house. She's going to go to a hotel or somebody else's house this time, and cock them legs right back open. That shop never closes. That vagina ain't going to close, man. She's going to need, more than one rod in her life. So hey, this what you so-called Negro, Latino, and Native Americans, this what you wanted. This is what you getting. So sit back and enjoy another man popping your woman, and ain't a damn thing you could do about it. So, with this video, pray it was edifying. Until the sun Siakia, man. Keep pushing. Shalom. We almost out of here.